Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines for the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. We've got one semifinal left here, one ticket to punch to set up the championships. This one in Class 1A. Newell-Fonda taking on Montezuma here tonight. The Montezuma Bravettes and the Newell-Fonda Mustangs. Newell-Fonda, two-time defending state champion. Dar Danielson along with Jamie Steyer, and going to be an interesting one. And we know Newell-Fonda, they're veterans. They've been here. They finished, state title in 2015. The last two state titles, they finished second in 2018, 2013, and 2014. So it's just kind of the tradition that they're down here playing for state title.
Absolutely. They're like you said, they're a veteran team. They're extremely talented. They've got experience here in the well, and not really someone who's faced much stiff competition on their road to the semifinal game, kind of being able to extend into some significant wins here. But Montezuma, for their part, here through no small effort, quite a push there and a big win over St. Ansgar to get their chance to punch a ticket to state the championship.
Well, let's take a look at their trip to state here. We'll look at, we talked about Newell-Fonda Mustangs. They forced 26 turnovers, leading to 43 points in that matchup in defeating Kingsley Pearson. For Montezuma, defeated St. Ansgar. Bolton had 29 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. And they lost, they lost their first game of the season, then went on and won every one since here. And that's the good news. The bad news is you face a two-time defending state champion. But you know what? You got to play them to get to the title game. Absolutely.
When you get to this level, you know that you're going to have really significant competition, and the good teams are ready for whatever is getting thrown at them.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about what these two teams need to do to advance to that title game. That'll be coming up with our Kruger Seeds for Success. We'll have that coming up next here on the at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores. with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's Pizza, score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Time now for our Kruger Seeds to Success here. Dar Danielson. I'll flip it over to Jamie Steyer, my color commentator, to talk about the keys to success here.
Well, Montezuma knows that they really need to get back on defense. Obviously, Newell-Fonda has the potential to score a lot of points. Also got to finish their possessions. They know that they know what they're looking for. They just really got to get it and not let any turnovers get the best of them.
Again for Newell-Fonda.
For Newell-Fonda, I mean, their biggest thing, they got to contain Elise Bolton. When anyone goes off for 29 points in a game, you know that they're going to be a significant threat. I know Coach Dick Jungers also told me that they really want to win the rebound battle, giving up a couple inches at a few positions on the court, so they would love to hit the boards.
All right, those are our Kruger Seeds for Success, brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. And thank heavens we're pushing toward the time when they can put the seed in the ground. We're pushing toward the time when we'll tell you our starting lineups. We'll take another break and be back with more of the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
I got it.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Fans, the Iowa Bankers Association is proud to help students reach their goals, both financially and educationally. And that's why they're honored to provide 5 student athletes from this year's basketball tournament with $1,000 scholarships. Follow their Facebook page, facebook.com/Iowa Bankers, to see the winners. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And not to belabor the point, but I'm going to belabor the point. You face a team here that has 3 members, 4 returning starters. 3 of those were on the all-tournament team last year, Jamie. But, you know, for Montezuma, that's why you play the games. That's why you come out. You know, you get a chance. You're one of the few teams that has advanced to the semifinals here, and you got a chance to pull the upset, get the notice, and advance to the championship game.
Absolutely. There's a reason why you play the games. If it was all chalk, you know, what's even the point of stepping out on the court? And some crazy things can happen, especially in the state tournament. We've been fortunate enough to see a lot of really close games over this past week together, Darren.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to expect from this one, just because there's so many wrinkles to the game that we could see come into play here. But you know that one thing's for sure, they're both going to be giving their absolute best effort out there.
And I think the biggest thing is Newell-Fonda's experience of when things are going a little south. How do you respond? And they've been there before. We'll see how Muscatine does, because don't let the other team get on these big runs. And if they do, then you got to manufacture a run of your own to come back.
Absolutely.
So just about ready to go to Tim Fitzpatrick, our PA address announcer. He'll introduce the teams for us and the starting lineups.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to today's 2021 Girls State Basketball 1A semifinal matchup featuring the visiting team, the Montezuma Bravettes, and the home team, the Newell-Fonda Mustangs.
The score of any game may be forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you in the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And assistant coaches for the visiting team, the Montezuma Bravettes. Number 2, Madison Johannes. Number 13, Jaden Scherer. Number 14, Alyssa Klein. Number 24, Jordan Renfeld. Number 30, Olivia Klein. 32, Abby Cheney. Number 42, Layla Kercheval. 44, Kelly Robison. And 52, Corinne Kehoe. Your assistant coaches, Kevin Gartman, Greg Long, and Tim Burgess. Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the home team, the Newell-Fonda Mustangs. Number 4, Anna Belcock. Number 10, Mary Walker. Number 22, McKenna Sievers. Number 24, Nevaeh Lyman. Number 32, Eleni Hografe. Number 34, Kiera Jungers. Number 42, Isabel Bartek. Number 50, Audrey Koski. Number 52, Paige Roberts. And 54, Emma Erickson. Your assistant coaches, Courtney Darrow, Jordan Myers, and Kevin Larson. And now, it's time to meet your starters. For Montezuma, a 5'11 junior, number 5, Shanae Wettering. For Newell-Fonda, a 5'8 senior, number 12, Bailey Sievers. For the Bravettes, a 5'7 senior, number 10, Kirsten Price. For the Mustangs, a 5'7 junior, number 20, Macy Sievers. For Montezuma, a 5'3 sophomore, number 12, Mia Bolton. For Newell-Fonda, a 5'8 senior, number 30, Maggie Walker. For the Bravettes, a 5'5 senior, number 20, Elise Bolton. For Newell-Fonda, a 5'9 senior, number 40, Ella Larson. And for the Bravettes, a 5'10 senior, number 40, Dylan Holland. And for Newell-Fonda, a 5'8 senior, number 44, Ellie Legault. Head coach for the Bravettes, Janelle Burgess. And for the Mustangs, Dick Jungers. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the area in front of the scorer's table. Our officiating crew for today's 1A semifinal: Greg Henn, Colin Friesman, and Casey Hofert. All right, who's ready for state tournament basketball?
Again, our starting lineups once again here. First for Montezuma, Wettering, Price, Bolton, and Holland for the Bravettes. And for two-time defending state champs, Bailey Sievers, Macy Sievers, Maggie Walker, Ella Larson, and Ellie Lago. As we're ready for the final semifinal of the day, as we head into the championship tonight, it'll be 5A. And Wettering and Larson in there, and Larson controls the tip. And Newell-Fonda will get it started. Up top with it, Macy Sievers over to the right for three is good.
And there you see right off the bat, Newell-Fonda obviously has that pressure defense, trying to get up there and snag that steal right away.
Ellie Lago with the three. And they break the pressure, get it up. Wettering. Shanae Wettering gets it up top now to run the offense. Elise Bolton. Looks inside, down low. Now back up top to Mia Bolton. Dribbles through. Kirsten Pierce almost has it stolen.
Handling the pressure pretty well so far.
Wettering drives in, spins back, and then it's knocked away by Macy Sievers. And Bailey Sievers will bring it ahead.
You see Montezuma sprinting back the second they lose the ball. They know that Newell-Fonda has the ability to score bunches in transition.
They are Mustangs, and they play like
well, that is certainly accurate.
Yep. Up and good by Macy Sievers. They race up the court, and then they will pressure on defense. Quickly down, up, and through for the two.
That's what you got to do if you break that press, and then a quick steal coming back. Montezuma's fighting.
Elise Bolton up and blocking foul called. And that'll go against Ella Larson, I believe. First foul of the game, so Montezuma fighting right back here.
Yeah, off to the races early.
Looking to get it in. They'll throw it out deep to Mia Bolton. Over for three. Good! Elise Bolton. Bolton to Bolton.
And so aware, Elise Bolton, the second that it's going through, no celebration, saying get back.
And back the other way by Bailey Sievers. This is one of those games where I can't look down and write the score down quick enough because I lose. You're going to have to help me out here sometimes.
I'm on it, Dar here. But, I mean, Elise Bolton, they're pushing the pressure. She's thinking, hey, I think I can get past some of these defenders and draw on the fouls for it.
Up ahead, Elise Bolton knocked away. Bailey Sievers hop skipping up. And timeout called out by Montezuma. It's a 30-second timeout, so this is one of the quicker starting games we've done. Quickly out of the gate. There's no waiting here, is there?
I mean, 15 points in a cool 2 minutes there. That's pretty significant. But I know that Janelle Burgess was saying that they're aware that Newell-Fonda can score so many points that once you get yourself into a hole, it's extremely hard to kind of scrap your way out of it. So.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to reel them back in, so you got to just keep staying, and they do it so many ways through the pressure, and they'll rebound it and get it out quick.
So putting a little bit of a different look here on the press break and trying to pass out of it as opposed to dribble out of it and hopefully be able to draw some fouls or get some more mismatches up front.
Up ahead, Wettering. She dribbles in, now takes it to the hoop, up and off, no good, gets her own rebound, pulls it down, tries to dribble out of trouble, does. They rotate it around, fake the three, and then a kick there by Ella Larson.
And that's what Newell-Fonda is a little bit susceptible to. They're so all over the place. They're so bouncy on their defense. But if you can get a good fake on them, you can kind of sneak around.
Up top with it, Bolton, Elise Bolton. She drives in, stops, throws it up. Mia Bolton now pass a little low, but picked out of there by Wettering. She gets it in. Runner, left-handed runner, no good. Rebound, pulled down. And that'll go to Newell-Fonda.
I do like what I've been seeing. Montezuma still hitting those offensive boards. Haven't been able to convert yet, but when you have to value every possession so much because of the way that the Mustangs can score, being able to get those offensive rebounds is going to be really big.
Madison Johannes in for our IMT Insurance substitution here. And Newell-Fonda with that 10-5 lead, lobs it inside. Turnaround up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Wettering, and then a foul. Nope, she stepped on the baseline.
That's tough because, again, we've seen so many times where anytime you're around the out-of-bounds line, that's basically a third defender. Really tough to sneak it out of there.
And there wasn't much room. A lot of bodies down there, too. Here's a quick shot up, no good. Up the inbound, put back up, and good. Powers it through, Ella Larson.
Pretty rare for Newell-Fonda to miss one of those, so tough to not get that defensive rebound.
So quick 7-point lead. Here's a three away. Good by Elise Bolton.
Elise Bolton's going to put that team on her back. She'll keep a minute here early.
There's a shot up, no good. A rebound underneath. Put back up and one.
Gosh, that's really tough there because I absolutely love the effort of Johannes down there. You see her just getting the ball kind of ripped away from her. Only 5'3", in there fighting for the rebound, but just not able to secure it.
So Hillgraf will go to the free throw line. Shooting up and no good. Just going to say she's shooting 67%. Now they get through that pressure, and once you do pick up that dribble, now drives through, kicks it out for three. Oh, it was good, but they say she took an extra step there.
That's tough. That's a pretty common little slide there, and it really just depends on when the ball ends up in your hand, whether that's a travel or a good move. But
because you're just trying to get square to the basket. It was a good shot. You can see it went in, but yeah, you get the turnover called.
But great find by Elise Bolton, driving, drawing the defense, and now they really need to stop there, and a great steal.
Strip away by Bolton. Throw it across the top to Wettering. She'll drive through, up, no good, and a foul will be called on Dylan Howland.
There certainly has seemed to be quite a bit of contact on the rebounds on both ends, so it looks like they're kind of trying to shore that up somewhat. I wouldn't be shocked to see one called here on the other end at some point in the near future, just to kind of prevent any of that extracurricular contact.
Well, that's the kind of Dylan Howland said. She said that wasn't a foul down there when they were on me, and now. But here we go. Macy Sievers outside for three.
That is
to Mary Walker.
Pretty shot.
And quickly down the other way for a three. No good. Rebound, battle for, and it'll go to Newell-Fonda.
Boy, I love to see Kirsten Price in there still fighting for the rebound. Wasn't sure if maybe it didn't go off of Newell-Fonda there, but still in there battling for every offensive chance.
And substitutions for Newell-Fonda. Macy Sievers in. Dumps it over. Back out. Across the top. Rotate it to the right side for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ellie Lago. Back outside for three. No good. Battle again. Pulled down by Lago. Or excuse me, that time by Larson. So not giving anything up on the boards either. There's a three is good by Maggie Walker. Timeout on the floor. It's a 20-8 lead here in Newell-Fonda. We'll take a break. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Quick start here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Newell-Fonda out to a 20-8 lead. And we've talked about it, Jamie. It's just so hard to keep them in check, and then you come down and you want to run your offense, but you get in a little hurry too to try to, because you think, oh, we got to score, and it just kind of builds on itself.
Absolutely. Newell-Fonda can kind of sneak up on you because they can score so many points so quickly. This was a real close game not that long ago, and then able to pile on 8 really quick points here. And so I think that Montezuma just trying to make whatever little changes they can and try and keep handling this pressure as well as they can.
Bolton gets it in now into Wettering. She'll bring it up against that Newell-Fonda defense. Wettering dribbles in, stops the free throw line, gets it off. Rotate it back around for 3. It's off the rim, no good. Battle for it. Tie up will stay with Montezuma.
And there, Montezuma trying to stay in the right position, staying aggressive. They're going to be sprinting back on defense as soon as it's actually secured, but if the ball's loose, they're getting after it.
Throw it up top and threw it away. Can they get to it?
Oh.
Yep, nice play. She knocked it off the defender.
At first was just going to let the ball roll out of bounds was Madison Johannes, and then the fans alerting her to the fact that a Newell-Fonda player was in hot pursuit, sped it up a little bit, and ended up stumbling over the ball, getting another chance at it.
Yeah, so that's hustle there. They get it across. Price now back over to Bolton, Elise Bolton. Crosses over, kicks it out. Looking for a screen. Gets one across the top to Holland. Kind of rotated in, Pierce to Johannes. Good patience here, just trying to find the opening. Well, the Mustangs slipping those screens so well. Here's a drive, up and no good. Rebound put back, no good. And back up and finally good. Great teamwork by Holland there.
Well, great patience that entire possession. Like Coach Burgess said, got to finish possessions there. They took their time, found a good shot, got those putbacks.
10-point lead now for Newell-Fonda. Lago sends it across the side. Sievers inside, up and good, and 1. Bailey Sievers. And some substitutions now. Shanae Wettering back in for an IMT Insurance substitution. To the line, Bailey Sievers. Picks it. She's got 7 here in the early going. And here comes Montezuma trying to break that pressure again. They get it up to Wettering. Wettering drives, kicks it back to Bolton. Bolton off to Bolton, Elise Bolton, and there they get the foul on Mary Walker.
And Montezuma, they might not be scoring on every possession, but they are at least getting decent looks at the hoop. They're handling the pressure fairly well, not getting a lot of unforced turnovers.
And if anything, they're winding the clock down a little bit.
Sure are.
The trouble is, Newell-Fonda scores so quickly. Now a steal there, knocked away by Ella Larson. Quickly down on the baseline, up and good by Maggie Walker. Lead back up to 15. Montezuma, there's a walk.
And there, I've heard Coach Janelle Burgess over there calling for when a Montezuma player sees a decent shot, she's telling them to take it. You know, it's so tough to get the shots that you would ideally like. At this point, you got to take what's available to you. And there, shoot the pull-up if you can.
And the thing is, they've talked about it, scouted it probably, but you can't replicate this in practice. There's a 3 from Ella Larson.
No, it's certainly not a very replicable situation.
3 back the other way, short. Quickly down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. It'll be Newell-Fonda 28, Montezuma 10. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever. And scholarships are still available. You can apply today at central.edu. We go to action here in Newell-Fonda. Will start the second quarter with an 18-point lead, 28-10. Over Montezuma. And there's a pass and a rare mistake by Newell-Fonda. High pass over the head of McKenna Sievers.
Well, Dart says something about the game that we're watching here, that there was 28 points scored in the first quarter, and that's, the final score of some teams here.
And, yep, there's a final by Macy Sievers, a foul. And that's the first one on Macy. 14 foul, and there's a poke away. No good. Rebound put back up and good by Bailey Sievers. She's got 10. And almost a swipe there, and there is a steal. Bounce pass, and then the foul. On the attack, Bailey Sievers. Bailey Sievers to the line. Misses that one. So we get one more. Sitting 76% of her free throws. We saw the replay there. Here's the second free throw. Rattles out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dylan Holland. She's trapped and then fouled by Sievers.
That's something that Newell-Fonda struggled with a little bit early, getting called for some of those fouls on that pressure defense, shorted up a little bit, and then here Montezuma making them a little bit more uncomfortable getting through that press and getting a little bit of that contact there in the backcourt.
Going to press him again. Get it into Wettering. Gets it across the half. That time she stopped and then started again, but then it's taken away by Sievers. Up on the run out. A little long, and then they try to throw it back in, but it'll be knocked away. Bailey Sievers to trigger the inbound. Throws it out deep to McKenna Sievers. She's a freshman. Lob it inside. Turnaround off the glass is good. Kira Jungers. Fake, and then a dish over. Here's Wettering on the drive, has it knocked away. Macy Sievers on the run out, up and good. Timeout. 30-second timeout. Oh, by Montezuma.
You see there, just a pretty finish. I mean, That's the thing is Coach Burgess knew that was going to be a really big danger for Montezuma on that run out, but they're hustling back. It's just you really generally can't run faster than a pass can travel.
Yeah,
so when you can get that steal and outlet it immediately up the court.
And even on this longer court, you'd think, well, I got more time to get back, but no, it's such a well-oiled machine with the Mustangs here that it's turning fire and everybody is in their lanes where they're supposed to be on the fast break, and here it goes. Now, pressure again.
And especially since they do have that bench where they can send in players as opposed to having to leave their starters in, that would get a little bit fatigued with that to stay fresh.
Wettering gets it off to Bolton. Bounce pass over, and there's a block by Macy Sievers.
Well, and every time Mia Bolton has had a look at the hoop, she's been implored by her teammates and by the coach to shoot it, and that's, I think, why she's hesitated a little bit.
Dribbles in, up, and draws the foul, does Sheena Wettering. McKenna Sievers, her first and the 6th team foul, so Wettering misses. She'll get one more here. And it's good. Their first points of the second quarter. Backing in, across the lane, up top for 3, no good. Rebound comes off to Kirsten Price. Or excuse me, that's Jaden Scherer who's in there. Hand off to Bolton, and then a foul will be called on Macy Sievers. And the thing about that pressure is it just feeds off of it. You know, when you're a player, it's just like you hit a shot and you have more pep in your step. Well, you get a steal and they run out. You get more, you know, you're more anxious to play defense. And here's the line change now for Newell-Fonda, or IMT Insurance substitution. We've got Mary Walker's in there. Back it is Ella Larson. Also Lenny Huggrave. And the free throw is up and good by Jaden Scherer.
But to your point, are absolutely when you're playing good defense and then you get rewarded on offense and
pulled out of there. Oh, she almost got the kind of half reverse layup there.
Still battling on those boards.
There's a 3, rolls out and rebound, and they call the travel. Thought they might call a jump ball, but they call the travel there.
Well, you're going up, you're battling on the boards, you're fighting through that contact, didn't end up securing that one, but gosh, Montezuma just keeps battling.
Up top with it, Mary Walker. They rotate it back around. Baseline drive, bounce pass into Hogrev. Now 3 is up no good by Walker. And Montezuma. And there's a foul by Ellie Lago. And I got to say, too, when they bring some players off the bench, they're just as well-schooled and as excited. They want to get playing time, so they're not going to rest out there for Newell-Fonda either. They're going to be attacking.
Well, that's my thought exactly. I mean, part of the thing that you're looking at here is that they don't have to worry about, oh, well, I might get tired. Well, no, you've got a sub that's able to come. So when you're in there, you play as hard as you possibly can. And we very clearly see the results of that.
And then a push called on Wettering. That's her second, and that's the team 5th.
Well, and again, we'll keep talking about the depth of this bench for the Mustangs, but that's the other thing is they've got 8 team fouls, but they've got so many people that can play.
And it's not as big a worry.
Exactly.
And more than...
Great box out.
Yeah, there we go. And that foul Let's see who that'll go against. Mary Walker. Yeah, and he's not worried about the fouls because it's aggressive stuff, and more often than not, they're getting turnovers and points off of the aggressive play.
Absolutely. I think the most anyone's got is 2 fouls.
Yeah, so far. Scherer will go to the free throw line. And another substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. She'll get the bonus.
Well, when you're struggling a little bit to get something going on offense, one surefire way is to score without the clock running.
And gets the second one, Scherer. Newell-Fonda back with a 20-point lead. Looking for some help. Now throws it all the way across the top. Delago now inside, up and one for Maggie Walker.
Gosh, Montezuma giving them all they could handle on defense there. They have such great rotation. They're scrambling really hard, but Newell-Fonda's patience just means that they take their time to get that open shot.
Pressure again. Across the court, Dylan Holland tries to throw it in the corner. Camera guy caught it down there.
Extending the pressure again a little bit here.
And we got a foul away from the ball.
It's like a moving screen on there.
Yeah.
Which, good call. It's actually extremely hard to get that called, but when you make a screen and then you turn like you're going to go to the hoop, technically that's always a moving screen.
It's a 10th team foul, but it was offensive, so they will not shoot, and they go back in off the steal, miss it. And now it's taken away again and put back up and good by Mary Walker. Montezuma throws it across. And a foul called on the rebound. It's on Ellie Lago, her second personal. Madison Johannes gets 2 here now as it's in the double bonus. Sends that one home for her first points of the day. Substitutions again. IMT Insurance substitutions. For Newell-Fonda, they bring in 4. And 1 in for Jaden Scherer back in, and then we have a lane violation on Montezuma.
Well, I tell you what I do love about Montezuma right now is a lot of teams, when they see that significant of a deficit, would just start launching threes, saying, well, I might as well just shoot it from out here. And they're continuing to attack the hoop. They're continuing to play their offense just like they would if it was a 2-point game, and I really, really appreciate that effort.
Trying to work it, trying to make something out of it. And that one is short, but there's Newell-Fonda right there. Sievers with it.
It's a quick step there for Sievers.
And opponents are going to be glad when all the Sievers graduate. When they got a freshman on the team, so it's going to be a few years yet. And that one's up no good. Rebound, Newell-Fonda. Back outside, they rotate it. On the drive, step through, up and good. By Macy Sievers. She's got 6. And the rebound off to Newell-Fonda. Bailey Sievers up ahead. Macy now over. Bailey will drive. Puts it up, draws the foul. She'll go to the line. Dylan Holland gets her third personal already here.
Well, it's tough because, we've seen Newell-Fonda absolutely has the capability to hit that outside shot at a really, really high clip. And so you have to stretch out and guard them at the three-point line, but then they're equally capable of driving to the hoop every possession. Of course, that deadly transition offense for them, it's really just a trap for a lot of fouls to be committed.
Severs misses the second, but Newell-Fonda gets the rebound. Shot up, no good. They save it out, and it gets to Newell-Fonda again for three. No good there. The rebound at Wettering. And she stops and is harassed. And now we'll dribble it through. Fans trying to shout some encouragement. Just keep running the offense, which they're doing, and down the lane and draws the foul from Kiera Jungers. Her first. And we'll send Kirsten Price to the line to shoot two. That's that first one.
And a really great aggressive drive there. I really like her focus. As soon as she saw that lane to the hoop, she said, all right, it's open. I'm going to take it. And knock down the free throws for her effort.
Newell-Fonda up top with it. There's a three. Is short. Rebound. Pulled out of there. Montezuma. Bolton throws it up ahead to her sister. Now Wettering stops. Looked at the three, now drives the lane. Oh, off, no good. By Kirsten Price. And then back the other way.
A really great fake by her, though, was clearly well prepared to launch that three. Instead, got her defender up in the air like we were talking about earlier in the game and took a really nice drive there to the hoop.
New five in for Newell-Fonda and Madison Johannes in for Montezuma on an INS Insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at INS. IMTINS.com. I said that enough. I shouldn't screw that up there. But let us get later in the day.
Yeah, fatigue can hit anyone.
Here's Montezuma. Drive it in and just able Wettering to keep that alive. She'll drive in, pushes up, no good. The other way, stolen away, and Severs, the Wettering will get it off the steal by Price. And you always got to have help over there.
Yeah, dribbled the ball as she was securing it. Didn't want to get called for a double.
Mia Bolton to Elise Bolton. Elise Bolton drives and draws the foul. Maggie Walker, her first personal, and it's still a two-shot. Shooting two here as we're in the double bonus for Elise Bolton. Misses that one. And
trying to avoid maybe a last-second foul here for Wettering.
Jaden Scherer back in. Free throw is good. Driving the kick. Back outside for three. No good. Rebound tapped out. Taken out by Montezuma.
Newell-Fonda not hitting as many threes as they were early in the game and still forcing them to take those. So
drive and the foul. And that'll go against Hograve. And we'll send Mia Bolton to the line.
We were talking about how much energy you can get for Newell-Fonda off of that really, really stifling defense, but I think for the same way for Montezuma here, when they get that defensive stop, when they're able to get a steal, they go the other way and they attack so strong, and you can just tell that it gives a little bit more pep in the step.
Makes the 2 free throws. 20-point advantage for Newell-Fonda. You see them play for a final shot here. And they puts up the 3, and that one in the cylinder and over the back of the bucket by Ella Larson. Excuse me.
And calling the 6-second play, clearly Montezuma one that is practicing special situations in practice.
And the shot at the buzzer will be short. And it'll be 40-20. Montezuma trailing Newell-Fonda here. You're watching the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Here at halftime, Newell-Fonda up 40-20 as they're trying to get back for a third straight state title to face Algona Garrigan, who won the earlier 1A semifinal. And you're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, and they are the title sponsor. And earlier this week, Tom Florian of the Girls High School Athletic Union sat down with Farm Bureau President Craig Hill to learn more about Farm Bureau's support of the Girls Union and student athletes across the state.
And we'd like to welcome you into the halftime show. I'm Tom Florian with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's game. The Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament here now in its 102nd edition in Des Moines, a great event for the state of Iowa. And we here at the Girls Union are so thankful for those who support us in putting on this fantastic event, none of which are more important and great as Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Joining me now here at halftime is President of Iowa Farm Bureau, Craig Hill. Craig, good to see you.
Good to see you, Tom.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here. We want to tell the viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide to the Iowa Girls Union. My first question to you would be, why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest and support the Iowa Girls Athletic Union?
Oh, well, Tom, the Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union now for 16 years. And we're thrilled, once again, to be a part of what we consider to be the best girls' state tournament in the country. And it does showcase Iowa's elite teams, our elite players, and I would suggest our elite fans as well. But we recognize the pandemic it has certainly made the trip to qualify for this tournament just a little bit more challenging. And, I would suggest that it's also a testament to the ability of our student athletes to adapt and to persist through these tough times. So we're just so proud of these student athletes.
And you mentioned the student athletes and how they've grown and persevered through this challenging year. Talk about why Iowa Farm Bureau is so invested in supporting Iowa's youth.
Oh, well, Tom, I'm a farmer, but I've always said that our kids here in Iowa are our most important crop. And that's why the Iowa Farm Bureau provides just over $250,000 in scholarships to students each and every year. More than $450,000 over the last 8 years for Iowa's teachers in terms of classroom supplies, as well as our sponsorship of 4-H and FFA and many other youth organizations, but of course, the Governor's Scholar Program. And we recognize academic students or academics and students in Iowa through that program.
And you mentioned recognizing and providing recognition and scholarship opportunities for youth in Iowa. But these student athletes here on the court today, they're actually taking home some other types of souvenirs, if you will, from the state tournament. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, each player will receive a signature ball, a basketball that coaches and players can sign. Everyone can keep as a keepsake and kind of a reminder of what the journey has been to get them here to the state tournament. So it's an opportunity for us to provide some good memories and keep that keepsake in front of them as they go on as being leaders in Iowa in our communities.
A cool keepsake, most definitely. Well, Craig, we are out of time here at halftime, but I want to thank you again for your support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and everything that you do. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Maybe that's why scientists are trying to recreate real meat. Trying to duplicate the taste and texture, often using more than 20 ingredients. But why tamper with what Mother Nature already perfected? A more complete, high-quality protein, Iowa-raised meat is the original health food, with 9 essential amino acids necessary for the human diet. Nutrients that are hard to get from plant-based proteins. Best of all, the real meat on your dinner table tonight was sustainably raised with love by Iowa farm families. As much as people may try, there's just no substitute for the taste, texture, and nutrition of nature's perfect protein. But hey, keep at it. It's flattering that so many products want to be us.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores. with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's Pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Time to, if you want some state tournament merchandise, you can go online and get it. Use your smartphones. Just scan the QR code you see here on the screen or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Hey, it's what all the cool kids, all the cool adults are wearing. It'll be spring out there, Jamie, eventually, and you can wear your T-shirt from the state basketball tournament out there, not be cold, and that's the good thing about March. You get to the tournament, you know that it eventually is going to warm up here, and so a lot to talk about here. Let's look at the stats from at halftime, and Montezuma just 4 of 19 from the floor. Newell-Fonda shooting about 49%, 5 of 17 from three-point range. Not the greatest percentage there, but rebounds have evened up a little bit, but 15 turnovers for Montezuma, more than double the turnovers there. So as kind of what you'd expect with the score as it is, 42-20, the stats kind of favor Newell-Fonda here.
Absolutely, they do, but I think there's a lot of good things you can point to for Montezuma. For them to be 10 of 14 from the free throw line. First of all, to get to the free throw line 14 times shows they're really still being aggressive. And to hit 10 of those, really big there for them to be able to kind of stick in there. Without those, obviously, just the 10 points coming from field goals, a significantly different game. But I've just loved how positive Montezuma has stayed out there to withstand just the constant onslaught from the Mustangs on both offense and defense. It can get pretty tough, but putting in really, really good effort. And then obviously the Mustangs, like you were pointing out during the break there, Dar, you see them sending in those subs to, continue to build that experience where you see, well, I guess this is why they've been to so many straight championships. When you can send in those young kids and get them that experience at a high level, boy, that really develops them pretty quick.
And yeah, they just keep moving in and out, and it's, as I talked about, you've seen the film, you're trying to prepare for them, but there's just no way to replicate that for Montezuma as you get prepared for this, and then it just happens to you as you get out here on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, the best practice is just to run laps because, boy, that's what you're going to be doing all game.
Yeah. Just about ready to get the second half started here. We'll look at some of the scoring. Bailey Sievers leading all scorers with 11, 8 for Maggie Walker, 6 for Macy Sievers. For Montezuma, 7 for Elise Bolton, 3 for Jaden Scherer, 3 for Shanae Wettering. So trying to figure it all out here as we get ready for the start of the second half. And looking for a rematch. We'll have a rematch in 5A. And that's interesting, too, Johnston and Waukee. We have not had a back-to-back title winner since they went to that 5A class. Yeah. Johnston would be the first one to do it. That was back in, 2013, I believe.
Yes, and that was just in the end of my day.
And so we will, let's see, possibility of that, but there's also a possibility that Waukee could win. They won a title since then. It was Johnson's first in 5A. As Montezuma will start the second half with the ball.
Running some nice set plays there.
It looks like not the same starters. Shanae Wettering gets a screen from Holland. Now it's knocked into the backcourt and has to go back for it. It'll be over and back.
Be tipped. Must have gone off her own foot. I thought it went off the foot of Newell-Fonda. That's tough.
I did too. And I think she must have thought it too. Otherwise, she might have waited until Newell-Fonda player touched it.
Why be the one to touch it? Oh, gosh.
But we're sitting a little farther away than the guys in the stripes.
Of course.
Macy Sievers with it now. Lobs it across the top, up for 3, no good. Missed by Maggie Walker. Rebound to Montezuma.
Montezuma, at least for right now, is pretty content to give Newell-Fonda, well, not give, but have Newell-Fonda take those threes as opposed to the run out they're about to get here.
Yeah, Macy Severs up and good. And that's 8 points for her. And it's up to 44 to 20. Watering. Coach still talking. Tell him to reverse it, work that offense. And then it's taken away. Up the sideline to Bailey Severs. She drives in and good.
And a couple of these duos from each team are going to stay teammates after graduating. I know that Elise Bolton and Dylan Holland are both committed to Simpson. And for Newell-Fonda, Maggie Walker and Bailey Severs both going to Dordt College.
There's a three.
Go, makes feel a little better. Get hitting from outside a little bit.
And they'll pull it out. And I think since the 5-on-5 errors, there's a shot up, no good. 5-on-5 error, we've seen so many more. In my email, it's so cool. You get Drake Players of the Week, Iowa Players of the Week, Iowa State Player of the Week, and then, you know, every week it's an Iowa girl.
Yeah.
That used to be an Iowa girl playing here, you know, and playing. And seeing how the basketball has progressed so much. Here's a three, short, rebound, pulled down by Newell-Fonda.
Really good looking shots, though. I really like the shot selection for Montezuma.
There's a three, no good. And then, as you say, even through, you know, maybe not Division I, but a lot of schools are seeing Iowa players come out and play for them now.
Well, I tell you what, my mother's an associate head coach at Iowa State, and she does a lot of recruiting here in the state.
And knocked around, and they have a pretty good one in Jones.
Ashley Jones,
yeah.
Aubrey Jones, Maggie Espen Miller-McGraw. Yeah. I mean, the list goes on.
All of them, there. And their names, I've seen those in the Player of the Week list.
Oh, that's for sure.
You know. And then Caitlin Clark, she's gone into another stratosphere here.
Obviously an incredibly talented player.
Knew as a high school player how good she was, but then just what she's been doing in the Big Ten.
I really could never have even imagined the way that she would take off to start her career.
There's a three. Good. By Maggie Walker.
It's really rare to get a team that's so talented at shooting from the outside. Obviously, percentage maybe not showing it today for Newell-Fonda, but have the capability to hit a lot of outside shots and then to also be so skilled at getting to the hoop.
There's the drive. The shot is short, and rebound comes out of there by Ella Larson. Out on the wing for three. Short. Rebound pulled down by Montezuma, and a foul will be called. I think that might go against Cografe. Yep. Their third personal, first team foul.
Well, you got your eyes open there. Good fakes there, not letting them get their hands on the first pass, faking them out.
Just the constant pressure, though, on the drive. Rebound comes off to Ella Larson. She brings it up, guarded by Price. Now baseline runner, no good. Rebounded by Holland.
Well, Montezuma's struggling to score, but definitely have better offense here, or defense to start the third quarter.
On the drive. Turn around. Oh, short. Yeah, and they kind of, to go back the other way, Mary Walker hits the bucket. And full timeout here. 51-23, Newell-Fonda. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, you're seeing the Montezuma huddle there as they were trying to. How do we slow them down? Is the question, but Newell-Fonda barring a major turnaround here. And, Montezuma, you'd hope coming out of the second half you get that big push, and that often happens, but Newell-Fonda came out and just didn't let that happen at all here to start the third quarter.
No, certainly not. And not for lack of effort, to be sure, and taking good looks, playing some good defense, but at a certain point, there's really only so much you can do against a team who is able to execute the way that Newell-Fonda is.
There's a good job to tie her up the sidelines, get the ball in, keep her from getting stolen there by Bolton. And poked away, it'll go out of bounds. There by Bailey Sievers. That's another thing I like about girls basketball. It seems more than some of the other sports. The sisters and the that all play. And you have so many of that. And a lot of teams you see that.
Yeah, it's really cool, especially, I think that girls basketball has the capacity for people to play at a little bit younger age as opposed to boys. Just you get that kind of developmental gap. But it's so cool because it's a sisterhood in all aspects, but to see the actual siblings out there is really a cool thing. Especially when you get 3 on a team.
Yeah,
You're about fielding your own team at that point.
Yeah. There's Newell-Fonda with it. Rotated over. McKenna Sievers, that's the youngest one, the freshman. There's a 3, no good. And then a push will be called, I think, against Kiera Jungers.
A heck of an effort there on defense by both what Coach Burgess calls their little bits. Mia Bolton and Madison Johannesson, they're both standing in at 5'3", but she said they're about the toughest defenders you'll see.
They get it in with pressure. Dribbling up. Now over to Elise Bolton. She'll drive it in. Runner's too hard. And the run out. Up ahead. McKenna Sievers now back down. Back out. Rotated around. Macy Sievers is good. She's got 10 now. Stolen away. Make it 12.
And how many times has Macy Sievers just come out of seemingly nowhere to be able to get a hand or grab a ball, grab a steal? Such a great effort on D.
There's a 3 off, no good. Macy Sievers runs it down. Gets it up, that was McKenna up to Macy. And the finish by Isabel Bartek. McKenna Sievers. Over to Bailey. Macy to Bailey. Up and good.
They're getting some numbers and a good look at the 3 there. Oh, gosh, just short. So close in there.
And then a jump ball called.
It's a really, really great look by Mia Bolton. Was completely ready to shoot that shot and just can't get it to fall.
Switch on again by Newell-Fonda for our IMT Insurance substitutions. Brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Lob into Wettering. He's trying to get a screen there. Now drives right in. Offensive foul on Wettering.
Unfortunately, kind of saw that coming. There is that air of frustration there, especially when you're out there, you're playing hard for really the entire game, barely any chance to get a breath. Certainly not
you get a screen and they're right there on you. You come back the other way, they're right there. You drive the lane and somebody steps in. Yeah, it just seems like there's white jerseys all over the place here.
Right, and I mean, especially when you're out there and all of a sudden you've got a fresh new 5 against you who have been sitting there able to take a break. It's
Kirsten Price in for Montezuma for another IMT insured substitution, and
not quite sure what the holdup is there.
Wettering went down. I know coach is talking to her a little bit there. And continuous clock running now. It's at 59:23. When it gets to 35, it's continuous. So 59-23, Newell-Fonda here, heading to the fourth quarter, looking to get back to the state title game once again for the third year in a row here. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
I got it.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Hey fans, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever. Scholarships are still available. Go to central.edu to apply for Central College. Coming up near the end of this broadcast, we'll pick our Casey's player of the game. Here is Newell-Fonda. A quarter away from going to their third straight title game. The team that they beat in a good title matchup last year is waiting for them again, Bishop Garrigan, as they start with the 59-23 lead. Lob it inside and taken away by Kirsten Price. A runner up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Ella Larson. Rotated around for three. Short by Maggie Walker. Rebound to Montezuma, and now going to drop the pressure back now.
No let up in the pace on offense, to be sure, but not having to keep that full court press on there in the fourth quarter.
But the defensive movement's still good, too.
Oh,
the helps,
certainly.
The backside help and all that. Now on the run out again. Up ahead is good by Mary Walker. She's got 12. Knocked away. Comes Walker again. And the timeout for substitutions for Newell-Fonda. IMT insurance substitutions. So we got Isabel Bartek in there, McKenna Sievers in there, Nevaeh Lyman in there. We'll run down the rest of them when we get a chance here for you. Lob into the post, and a foul will be called. I think that'll go against Kira Jungers. Her third, team third. Dylan Howland to the free throw line. Oh, Kara Jungers has 2 fouls. Okay. Second free throw is good.
A nice looking free throw there.
Up and out, no good. Rebound. Inside. Up and good by Jungers. Macy Sievers, or excuse me, that's Elise Bolton. There's a 3 from Mia Bolton.
Mia Bolton's had some looks, hasn't been able to get him to fall, and got a really nice one there.
And a 3 back the other way. Paige Roberts.
Not afraid to pull that shot quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really nice set play there. Great penetration.
Up, battle for it, and Newell-Fonda comes away.
Oh, wow, what an arm.
That was a high and deep, but a little too long there. And
man, I think that was about perfect. Just got a little bit of contact going up to catch the pass.
Yeah, just if that had been a run out in the close game, it would have been, boom, catch it and put it right in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Elise Bolton, what a teammate, just out there, floor general, able to tell everyone where they need to be at any given time, staying so positive with everyone, making sure no one's hanging their heads, they're still playing their game. I just really couldn't be more impressed.
Alyssa Klein now in there for Montezuma. Down the lane, her runner is good by Bolton. And the thing I like too, here's a long shot, is they haven't seen any carpet at each other about, you need to get that rebound. Where are you taking that shot? It's all been positive and trying to do what they can do, knowing that they're facing a really good team, and just keep playing hard.
Absolutely. I mean, it starts with the senior leadership. It starts with the coaching staff, and that's really been consistent messaging from Montezuma this entire game.
Kira Jungers with 2. There.
I tell you what, I know a couple of those coaches at Simpson, and they're real excited about those girls coming in.
Up and good by Isabel Bartek. So we'll get a timeout for substitution.
Looks like one last shift change there, maybe.
Yeah. Going to take a timeout. Well, somebody asked me, how do you stop Audie Crooks from now going to Garrigan? And Newell-Fonda, we've seen the recipe here tonight. You get it up the floor fast, you move it around, you get good shots, and that'll be another interesting matchup in this 1A title game coming up tomorrow at 6:30.
It'll be a matchup between two very different play styles and 2 very different philosophies, because obviously when you're the one scoring on one end, when they have that run out, it's nearly impossible to get back. And like you mentioned, it really comes down to Audie Crooks, and if she's the one scoring, there's no way for her to be able to beat that pass down the court.
But I think what I found too, they did a late season last game of the regular season against Valley, and they have players other than Audie Crooks, and that's the key too, is that they can hit the outside shots, and
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, especially for the 1A level, the competition we've seen here, the teams we've seen, I couldn't be more impressed.
Price with the bucket there. And that up no good. Rebound to Newell-Fonda. 3 away. And that'll go out back to Montezuma. And yeah, this 1A field is just so tough, and Newell-Fonda, that they've been able to get 2 championships in a row. But as I mentioned earlier, they've had championship 2015, second place 2018, 2014, 2013. It's just they've built that tradition. And now Bishop Garrigan is right there challenging them, so it's going to be an interesting championship.
Yeah, I think it'll be a really incredible championship. It'll be about who gets to dictate the pace, who gets to dictate the play style.
We'll take a full timeout. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. A little dancing by the kids. Presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. That's the cool thing, too. You see these kids down here watching this, and they're thinking someday that could be me out there on the floor. That's the cool part about it, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, years ago, that was me coming with my family, going with my mom, and then seeing these games. And then I did get the chance as a sophomore at Ames High to be able to play in a state tournament game, and it's really an experience unlike any other.
Never played, got to see my son step on the floor here for Urbandale, and they made it to the state tournament. But down the lane, up and good.
Oh, great set play there.
By Callie Robinson.
Given maybe some of the players that don't get as much time, a really good chance to play some basketball out there.
Montezuma, 3 starters, seniors in the starting lineup. Up and no good. And they'll pull it out of there.
Good hustle back on defense by Madison Johannes yet again.
Montezuma had to replace 3 starters last year from their tournament team, and they're right back here. So, talking about tradition, too, for them. They're building it.
Oh, absolutely.
And our Casey's player of the game, I tell you, Macy Sievers, right?
Yeah, I think it was a pretty tough decision between Macy and Bailey. Bailey ended up with 15 points, Macy with 12, but Macy for her part also chipped in 3 rebounds and 6 assists. Great vision out there on the floor, creating things for her teammates. Obviously, really great defense.
Casey's is proud to sponsor the Girls High School Athletic Union and the player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready to go whether you win or lose. Sign up for the new Casey's Rewards program. It gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, and donations to local schools. So Macy Sievers, you see there her line, 12, 3, and 6. And sometimes those lines can be a little bit, you get ahead and then they rotate out a lot of players, too. So you're saying just 12 points. Well, yeah, but that was in a time, But that's our Casey's player of the game. There's a drive, bounce pass through. And the run out up ahead and a little foul there late. We'll stop the clock and send Mary Walker to the line.
You'd be forgiven for thinking it's a 4-point game rather than, a significantly larger distance there with how hard everyone's out there playing.
Free throw is good. Mary Walker with 12 points off the bench. We'll see some substitutions come in here for Montezuma at the buzzer. If we get a buzzer.
Yeah, not looking real likely.
Now they're going to stop it and let them in, which is cool.
Yeah, no timeouts left. Otherwise, obviously, Montezuma would have done so, but little leeway sometimes. Doesn't really make much of a difference here.
What might be our final IMS insurance substitution. IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Well, We've seen this from Newell-Fonda before, some big wins down here at the tourney. They will advance to play Bishop Garrigan. As the clock winds down here, shot at the buzzer, no good. 73-34. Newell-Fonda advances. They'll play Garrigan. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll have presentations here momentarily with our PA announcer Tim Fitzpatrick. And coming up tonight, the first championship.
Medallions. Each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gary Ross and Gene Berger. Congratulations, head coach Janelle Burgess and the Bravettes from Montezuma on an outstanding basketball season. And now Bailey Sievers will advance their team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Mustang fans, your team advances to the 1A championship and will play Bishop Garrigan tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we thank you for your support.
There you see it. As Newell-Fonda, they've been here before. They're going to face a familiar opponent in Algona Garrigan, and just, man, from the tip-off, Jamie Steyer, just outstanding performance, run and gun the whole way. Well, we'll turn your mic back on.
They were certainly in control of the game the entire time. I'll keep saying it. I really couldn't be more impressed with the composure of Montezuma, the effort they put out there despite getting out to that early deficit. Down 18 points in the first quarter, it'd be really easy to hang your head, quit playing. Clearly never did that. Absolutely love their effort and an incredible season for them. And then, yeah, Newell-Fonda tomorrow, obviously going to have their hands full with Bishop Garrigan. The style of offense that they play is going to be maybe a tough matchup, but man, if they weren't just an incredible team to watch today.
Tonight, the 5A title game is at 7 o'clock. Paul Yeager will be calling that on Iowa PBS. We appreciate you watching our online broadcast again. Thanks to Anna, Randy, Justin, and Devin running the controls, and the ever-present Peter Tarpey helping us out. That's going to wrap it up from the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.